I have no doubt that last September's All-Ireland final defeat is still a bitter pill for Waterford hurling folk. But today, the challenge ahead of them was the visit of Wexford to Walsh Park and also a return to the venue for former Dacia manager Davy Fitzgerald. Reporting on that game for us is John Kenny.
The Wexford faithful turned out in their thousands today as Davy Fitz's side made their return to Division 1A. Indeed, such was the clamour to get into Walsh Park, the Gardaí and stewards decided to delay the start by almost 10 minutes to let the healthy crowd into the ground. Playing with a strong breeze at their back, Wexford started strongly and were on the scoreboard in the first minute as Paddy Foley scored from play. Wexford's goalkeeper Mark Fanning chipped in with 3 long-range free, while Lee Chin scored 2. And this Kevin Foley point meant wind-assisted. Wexford led by 7 points to no score by the 16th minute. It took Waterford fully 20 minutes to open their account as Jake Dillon pointed to reduce the margin to 6 points. The sides then pretty much traded score for score to the break. Just before the half hour, this Adam Nolan point kept 6 between the sides. But Waterford were helped by 5 place balls late in the half, and this injury time score from Paddy Mahoney, his 5th of the opening 35, meant the sides went to the break with Wexford leading by 12 points to 6. Although Lee Chin put 7 between the sides just after the restart, Waterford, now wind-assisted, began to eat into Wexford's lead, and this monster score by Ty de Burka was one of 4 unanswered Waterford scores. However, in the 44th minute, Wexford's response was to score the game's opening goal as full forward David Dunn was allowed to go an awful long way before planting it past Eno Regan. The concession of that goal seemed to knock the stuffing out of the home side, and by the time Wexford got their second goal they were 7 up, and Dunn got his second on the hour mark to put 10 between the sides. Waterford supporters were leaving the ground long before the finish at Walsh Park as Wexford kept the Dacia at bay, and this Lee Chin point late in the game, his 8th in total, ensured there will be no comeback from Waterford. A great start to life in Division 1A for Wexford and Davy Fitzgerald as it finished Wexford 220, Waterford 19 points. Where exactly is your side now after that win?
Listen, I have to say the lads show great spirit. Is there things we can improve? And there is, but they show a fantastic spirit. So it's 28th of January. We won't get carried away. But I'm happy with them. The effort they put in was fantastic. But it's early days. But I'm delighted for Wexford today. We worked hard and I think we got what we deserved. We were the better team today. But no doubt Waterford will really pick it up as the year goes on.
But every game's competitive in this league, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's hugely competitive, and I think you can obviously see the teams that are really gearing towards. I think Wexford, you know, the last night's game was a serious game, and Wexford obviously were at, as I said, a way higher pitch in terms of intensity and in terms of physicality than we were. So look, we've a huge amount to work on, but look, that's the nature of it. We're not going to get too down, and we're going to move on straight away and look forward to the Tipperary game on Saturday night.
Yeah, well, it was a good start for Wexford, and Anthony, Davy is up and running.
Yeah, they're going very well, Michael, you have to say, down top of a dramatic Walsh Cup victory. And last year, I mean, the promotion and you know, getting to that massive occasion of a Leinster final, and there's no doubt about it, they have ferocious momentum under Davy, and vital for them now to keep going. And I don't think he'll pull back anyway. He'll go for the league, and I think they're contenders. And you know, a few things like David Dunn really stepped up today, was only kind of peripheral last year. You know, really making a statement. Dermot O'Keefe going to midfield, I like that. He was attacking wing back last year, so I think they have real momentum, and the support again that they brought to Walsh Park today was very significant. You know, they're really behind them.
As well as that, Jackie, when we were chatting about this upstairs, Anthony was saying that Waterford don't or haven't in recent times played particularly well in Walsh Park, oddly enough.
Yeah, it is a strange one. I think the game they play is not conducive to the actual the field itself. It can be heavy, it's a bit tight. They like open, expansive hurling, short passes, movement, pacey players like Jamie Barron, Kevin Moore, and the Bennetts. They love room and space, and I don't think Walsh Park is conducive to that. But I don't think Derek McGrath, you can hear it in his interview afterwards, you know, their intent isn't really on the league like other years before. They're probably 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks tracking behind other teams.
And I heard Derek McGrath talking about that there the other day on the radio.
No sub in 70 minutes.
No sub.
75 minutes, I think. Oh, yeah, that's a funny one. You lose by 7 points and no sub brought on. I don't remember it happening, to be honest. So maybe look, they're
especially when we were talking in the previous match, we like to see new faces.
Well, look, the last few winners are after coming out of 1B, so maybe the dread of 1B is not there anymore, and people are saying round robin now in championship. Maybe some people have other ideas, but I think Davey's dead right. Drive on and have a right go at a league, and you know, the more belief with those young players, the better for them.
Okay, thanks for that.